I've been working on the crochet planter that I follow online. I will try to remember to put the person that I follow for this pattern in the description. Sorry if I'm a little delayed right now. My nose is like, I think you need a sneeze, but I really don't know. So I'm just gonna make you just cringe a little bit. I'm still a little sick. It's not done though. I still gotta put a ridge line here, or a lip here, and I have to make the strings that hang the planter up. But this is the black and purple planter I'm making. The green and the normal one that I make is not done yet. Not close to being done. Like I mentioned before, I think I just mentioned, like I said, I'm a little delayed right now. I am sick. I have been sick for about a week and a half now. Because I've been sick, I haven't been working out, but it's been a pretty bad, whatever it is, a cold, I guess. I don't know what it is, but it's been pretty bad. But I've been weak and congested and tired and hot and cold flashes. I don't know what it is. I don't think it's COVID. I don't know if it's a cold. I've never experienced a cold like this before. But I haven't been able to do much, but I know that it gets worse at night. Like throughout the day I'm moderately okay to do stuff, but I'm still not at the same time, so I'm kind of just been laying on the couch and letting it kind of go away. But at night it's like it hits me hard. Like I'm like dying on the bed. I'm not able to watch as much animes as I normally do with Zach, which is upsetting him because he loves watching animes. For those who do not follow me on my book channel, I am currently reading 2 books. 13 Reasons Why by J. Asher and Dead of Night by Jonathan Mayberry. This is the author of the Rot and Rune series. I don't know if that's what it's actually called. This is the first time I'm reading one of his books. It's a zombie book, if you can't tell. I've been wanting to read zombie books lately, so I kind of put 13 Reasons Why on pause until I can get that zombie stuff in my life for a second or two. Yes, so I've been in a zombie kick lately. Regardless of the zombie kick, I have been writing my fanfic for My Hero Academia, or My Hero Academia fanfic called Relentless. I, however, am stuck on the 3rd chapter because I'm trying to figure out. The 3rd chapter has to do with, I don't know what it's called, the testing that they do in the beginning of the season, in episode 5, where they're just testing their quirks with the normal physical activities like throwing a softball, etc., etc. And my character has weather manipulation, which might turn into something else later on. Oh god, I'm so dizzy right now. I'm sorry, but I had to film something for you guys for the second half of November. And I don't know where I'm going to film again if this sickness doesn't go away anytime soon. But, yeah. She has weather manipulation at the current moment. And she only knows how to manifest lightning and rain clouds. So there's not much she can do during those tests with her quirks, kind of. The way I'm trying to do it is more scientific. Like, her quirks don't give her speed or anything like that, like to run the 50 meters thing or jump very far or anything like that. So it's like she's not going to be getting much potential on the test scores without using her quirk. And then the test after that, I don't know if it's a test. The event after that has to do with them fighting each other. Her quirks, what she can manifest at the moment, is very dangerous. At least the lightning is very dangerous to any of her fellow students. So I can't have her use that without potentially killing someone. Anyway, back to what I was saying. The lightning is dangerous to other people, from what I've seen scientifically. Like the current and everything, that when it hits the ground and everything that it spreads and everything, can hurt a lot of people. And not just hurt, it can kill. Lightning kills people. And I forgot to study a little bit about it before I did the 2nd chapter, which she uses the lightning. Luckily, the person she's by during that practical exam is mid-air. He's off the ground. So he's not going to get really hit by the current if I decide to make it happen like that. I might just have it where she's able to manifest lightning and hit something and only hit that one thing and not let the current spread across the ground when it hits the ground. On the side note, I told you guys, I think I told you guys last vlog, I don't know if I cut it out because I just didn't want to talk about it. Something happened in October. I think I have it in October. My roommates were heading home and they found a cat in the middle of the road that they thought was giving birth to babies because it was a girl cat and she had a little bit of a stomach. So they brought her home and me and my roommate took her to the vet. The vet was closing because it was a Friday. All vets are closed on Friday except from this is one vet. No, they're not all closed. They just closed early on Friday. But they're closed, all vets are closed throughout the weekend except for my vet, which are open on Saturday also. But they just told us to go to an emergency room. Our emergency vet clinic, I mean. Well, that's really expensive for what we needed her to be checked in for because we thought that one of her legs were broken. So we thought she was also hit by a car and that's why she wasn't hiding to give birth. However, what happened was my roommate contacted her cousin who works as a vet tech, I think. And she's like, oh, looks like she's bleeding internally and etc. from the signs that she could see through the camera. And so we were like, what should we do? The vet would have costed us, like, from what her cousin said, like around $5,000 just to get her all checked out and surgery, and she might not even survive, etc., etc. This has an ending, I promise. So there was nothing much we could do because the emergency vet clinics that were around were far away anyways. And the one that she wanted us to see that would definitely take her in was all the way in Atlanta, and that's about 40 minutes away. That's if we can get through traffic to get to the vet clinic. And we tried getting in contact with them, and they weren't giving us the way that the phone was going through. It was like it was not even a vet clinic that we got the phone number for. I don't know what it was. I don't really remember. That's too far away to go for me to remember. We decided to take her home, make her comfortable. However, she survived through the night, so she didn't have internal bleeding, like, whatsoever. She just had a damaged foot. I'll tell you more specific in a minute when I get to that point in the story. We thought she had just a damaged leg. She eventually, after a couple of days, because we couldn't take her to the vet right away because it was the freaking weekend and no vets are open on the weekend, except for mine, which I didn't know until like yesterday was open on Saturdays. Or no, I didn't know until Saturday. Today's Tuesday that my vet is open on Saturdays. I didn't know. I'm sorry. We noticed she was walking around, limping at least, walking around, but she was eating, going to the bathroom and everything like that, meowing and giving us headbutts and everything like that. When she was finally able to go to the vet on Monday, she just had x-rays and everything like that. She was fine. The only thing that was out of place was literally her hip. Her hip was out of place. But they told us that we couldn't do surgery on her right away until she was more comfortable, because after a traumatic experience like being hit by a car could do more serious damage to her somehow when she's going through surgery. I don't know the science of it, so I'm not gonna say it's true or not. I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't know. Could be. I mean, mentally. Anyway, about a week goes by, and I have this app that tells me about news around the area that people can post on the app also about missing animals or what animals they've seen out or found or etc., etc. I didn't think about posting on that app because I don't look at the app. I have it on because I noticed it was like a news thing for the area. I was like, oh, that's cool, about a year ago, and I forgot all about it. I still get emails from them that I never check. So I always delete them and I just kind of go on with my merry way. Well, I was checking my emails and I noticed one that said missing cat since last Friday. I was like, I never read these ever, so just happened to scan through and see that. I was like, I should click on this. So I clicked on it and the pictures popped up and it was the same cat. I was like, oh my god, I'll tell Josie and then she'll tell me what I need to do, because it's up to her now. She has the cat, I don't. Josie's my roommate, by the way. She's like, oh, give her my number and tell her to text me and everything like that, and we'll figure out a way to get her back her cat. Which I knew she was gonna do because Josie has a kind heart. I have a kind heart sometimes too. Sometimes, depending on the situation. So I sent the woman the message and everything, and I was like, hey, I think we have your cat, text this number, etc., etc. and they got in contact with her. They were overwhelmingly happy to see that the cat was fine, because they had a camera on their door ring thing. I don't remember what it's called. Doorbell ringer, whatever. Anyway, and they saw their cat get hit by a car. It was the end of the car. Like, the person who was driving probably didn't even know he or she hit a person. They thought the cat was dead, because it caught off after that, and they didn't see the cat get picked up by my roommates. And I'm trying to remember everything that happened. So Zach was homesick that day, so Zach took my roommates. They took the cat back to where the owners live, which is literally down the street. They were so kind. Apparently, they paid her back and everything like that. They took her to the vet visit she needed to be taken to. That Josie had another schedule for, and etc., etc. So they were so happy to see their cat back. So yeah, it had a happy ending. I know it probably was scary for a minute there when I was telling you about the internal bleeding. I was scared, and I was like, what should we do? Because I didn't have the money at the time to pay for anything like that. Josie didn't have the money at the time to pay for anything like that, so it's kind of like, we're screwed. We did ask a whole bunch of questions to the emergency rooms, like if we can bring her in as just people who found her, if they'll take care of her as not the owners, since we weren't technically the owners. They're like, no, you still have to pay and everything. And we're like, well, you guys are just jerks, not taking in animals that are injured. Anyway, yeah. So, that is what happened. So we did, well, Josie mostly did a good deed. I was just there for moral support. Anyway, I have to get some work done since Cindy's actually laying down, and I have to film another vlog for my book channel, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next part of the vlog. Hey guys, I got a surprise. Well, it's more like Zach got a surprise for us. So look, a new kitty. Her name is Navi. Cindy's like, I want to play with that. And she's a sweetheart. She's like 3 months old. She has a sister in the bedroom that's not ours, it's our roommates. We're trying to keep them quarantined together until they have all their vaccinations and everything like that. Anyway, what ended up happening was that Zach's friend, I'm trying to recall it all, found them outside, their entire litter and their mom outside underneath a kayak they own, and they were just living there. So they brought them inside and everything like that, and our roommate heard about it, and he's been wanting a cat because the cat situation I told you about in the beginning of this video. If I kept it in the video, there was a cat situation, and he wanted a cat after that. So he convinced Zach to go over there, and they both came back with cats. I am still very sick. I know I don't look like it right now because I don't know. I don't know why I don't look like it, but I've been coughing severely for the last 3 days. My nose is very stuffy and runny at the same time, and it's just like, it's nothing. It's nothing. It's not what I expected from my second sickness. I was sick a week ago from I don't know what, and then I got sick again. Like a day later after it got better. So it's obviously not the same sickness, whatever it is, because usually after you get a sickness, you become immune to that sickness for a short time depending on the extent of the sickness, etc., etc. So this has to be something else. I don't think it's COVID. I really don't, because COVID, whenever I get COVID, I always get the body aches, and the body aches like knock me out. Like I am on the couch staying there for a while. I think except for the last COVID I had a COVID like last year, and I think I only had it for 2 days, and it wasn't as miserable, but it's still like, I felt like my legs were like crippling underneath me. The reason why I've been lacking videos is because I've been sick for about 2 weeks now. I'm trying to work on one right now, and I'm like, man, I can hardly focus. I tried writing the other night, like, not the other night, last night I tried writing, and I just could not focus. We were watching Transformers the entire time too, so that probably didn't help. But I haven't seen Transformers in forever. Did you know that movie came out, the #1 came out in 2007? Like, I was trying to remember who I went to the theaters to watch it with, because it was so long ago. I was like, because I never go to the theaters by myself. I always go with someone. It wasn't Zach, because I wasn't hanging out with him at the time. I was probably driving him to work at the time, but not to work, to school at the time. I keep messing up right now, I'm sorry. To school at the time. Now, maybe I had my driver's license back then? I don't know. It's been so long. Watching as Cinia destroys a washcloth that I tried keeping out of her reach, but she always seems to find it. She can have that one. She can have that one. Anyways, Thanksgiving is just around the corner. I wanted to say happy Thanksgiving. This video will probably be up far after Thanksgiving. Not too far after. At least I'm posting. I mean, just it's been a busy week. I've been helping my roommate watch her kids this week because of appointments and stuff like that. So I've just been busy. I haven't been down here clean or anything like that. I still got laundry I have to fold. I have to make dinner before we go out today because I have to watch them. I'm going with her to the appointment, but I'm watching her kids in the car while we're just chilling out, waiting for the appointment to get over. It's gonna be a fast appointment. Then head home and then do more dishes and all that jazz. I need to get a crate in here soon so I can have Cinia in her own cage while I'm at my Thanksgiving party with my family. So the kittens can be in a different crate, much bigger crate too. I just gotta get it down from the garage and then fix the door because the door is all busted. So there's a lot to do before Thanksgiving, and tomorrow is Wednesday, so Thanksgiving's right after that. Zach works tomorrow, so it's gonna be a busy day for me. I'm trying to get back into drawing so I can draw out my characters for my books, my fanfics, myself. But man, I used to be really good at drawing back in like high school and middle school, and now I'm like, what happened? I lost all the skill. It's a little bit sad. And I started trying to draw last night. I'm following a tutorial book, how to draw a book, etc. I got tons of them. I'm trying to follow that book, and I'm like, something's not right with this picture. I'll fix it later. Because I started last night, and I was trying to do it on the bed while the dogs were moving around. That was fun. But I'm gonna try to get back into drawing. And if you would like to see my artwork and everything like that, I do have a Patreon, and I do post my artwork on my Patreon. I know it costs a little bit of money, but that's where I usually post my stuff. If I remember to post it on here, I'll post it on here, but most times I will try to post it on Patreon or my Facebook, but because my family likes to see what I do too. But yes, I do have a Patreon. I usually post videos on there before YouTube, before I post on YouTube, etc. Early access, basically. I do communicate with my subscribers on there, my patrons on there too, like I do with you guys. So, but I think I'm going to start doing polls and stuff more. As I get more patrons on there, I'm going to start doing polls and stuff like that so they can decide what videos they want to see next and everything like that. But I'm waiting for more patrons first because I just feel like there's not enough to make a good decision on something. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's maybe 2 or 3 people, maybe one person who will vote on a poll, and that's it. And I'm like, that's not me enough. I mean, at least 5. 5 people to post on a poll. But yes, I used to post my artwork on Patreon. I stopped because I stopped doing art for a long time. I'm trying to get back into it, arts and crafts, because I loved arts and crafts. I still love arts and crafts. I just haven't done it in a while because there's always something going on that's stopping me, like cleaning and stuff like that. This house gets a mess so fast. And I'm taking care of the dogs. He's been having stomach issues lately. Cheers almost threw up today. He almost, but then he started eating food. He throws up when he doesn't eat anything for a while. I mean like a while, like overnight kind of situation. He usually throws up in the morning. But he doesn't eat at night. He sleeps all night. So it's like, I tried. He decided to eat something this morning and he didn't throw up. But he almost got close to it because he started eating grass. And that's usually a sign he's going to throw up. So he stopped himself from throwing up by eating something. I was really surprised about that. Because usually if he starts feeling sick, he doesn't eat anything even more and then he throws up. That's kind of like, well, you could have just prevented it, but whatever. Yes, I gotta clean. I gotta cook dinner. So I got that right there, that little grated thing right there. that's full of the stuff, ingredients and stuff I need for the meal I'm making. I'm making goulash. Then I gotta come down, if I have enough time after cooking, to do dishes and fold laundry. And then try to get the crate down. I'm hoping to get it down today. I might not be able to get it down today because it's currently 10:43. I have to cook. It's gonna take me about an hour and a half to cook. So that's, I'm gonna go up there at 11 to cook. So about 12:30 I'll be back down around. And then we have to head out before 2. So I don't have a lot of time to do the things I need to do. But it'll be hopefully enough time to at least do the dishes and fold the laundry. I'm a little slowpoke sometimes, depending on the situation. That or I get distracted. I get distracted very easily. I don't have ADD or ADHD, so don't go assuming that. I just get distracted very easily because I get bored very fast, so I like to do multiple things at once. And sometimes that multiple thing at once that I'm doing will become the priority out of nowhere, and I'll be doing that instead. It is a problem. I haven't worked out. Like I said, I've been very sick for the last 2 weeks now. I am just getting over it today. I haven't coughed yet today, which is a great thing, but I keep clearing my throat. But I'm getting over it finally. I mean, I was really hoping to get over it before Thanksgiving, and I think I am. I think I'm going to get over it officially tomorrow. It's just me clearing my throat now. I don't know what else I have to tell you guys.